I've had emergencies and I don't even remember them as much as I do the fun time. My wife's had emergencies flying. She knew exactly what to do.
What would you say to others wanting to become more resilient as a human?
So there are things that we can't control. There's things that are going to be outside of things that are going to happen to us. The way the Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca pointed out, is if we think about the worst case scenario beforehand, go into a premeditato mori, the premeditation of death, thinking about like what's the worst case scenario, that way you can go into it prepared. It's what we did in the military. You would sit on the ground and think about, okay, what's something that could happen in flight? I used to be a C-130 pilot. What would happen if we lost an engine? What would happen if we lost two engines? Like, how would we deal with that? And we would even spend time in simulators or simulating things in the plane with an instructor in a safe way. What would you do in this situation? Then when you do run into an emergency, like I've had emergencies and I don't even remember them as much as I do the fun time. My wife's had emergencies flying. She knew exactly what to do because of the simulator time and spending time focusing on what's the worst case scenario. You don't have to do it all the time. You don't have to sit there being anxious and worried about the worst case scenario. But if you spend a little bit of time thinking about like, what's the worst case that'll happen? Truth be told, often it's, okay, this is going to be hard. This is going to be difficult and we'll get through it. Really what it all boils down to, if you think about that worst case scenario, either you survive or you don't. And that's kind of dark thinking, but there's a lot that you can't do. There's a lot that you can't affect. You can work on the things that will put you in a better position for a worst case scenario. Again, that's what we do in flying. Like, okay, we'll plan some resiliency and backup machines, backup parts. The C-130J, like we talked, it's got 4 engines, but truth be told, the pilots, it's 3 engines with a spare, just because you could lose an engine and probably do most of your mission, just because it was built with redundancy in mind. And we can try to plan those things for our lives. If you're worried about your health, you can focus on your health. If you're worried about your relationships, you could focus on your relationships. If you're worried about work, then you can focus on those things. And then the things that you can't control, the things that you can't get better at, the things that you can't prepare for, don't worry about those. Don't spend energy and time on those things, because you have things to put your time and energy to.